Hello and welcome, I'm Mystical. This Mystical game, we're jumping into Watch Your Realms and we're back into Halls of Illusion. Now I wanted to go over some of the additional mobs you get. So when we select a keystone, we often get the multipliers come down, don't we? We get various extra mobs that come around from either top right, or bottom left of the map, and they tend to come around there. So I'm going to go over some of them and how I counter them, and then hopefully if you've got an issue with the ones that you've got, that will solve it for you. That'd be a bonus. If you've got issues and I haven't put them in here, put them in the comments below and we'll see when they come up if we can find a decent counter for them. And if you're using different teams or different strategies to me, please shout out, because it's very highly likely you've got a better solution to it than I've got. So there you go. That's a rough idea. So we're just going to jump. We're not going to do the whole fights. We're just going to do show the bit of the mob coming round, and then we'll do the counter to it, and that's how we're using it. Okay, right, so here we go. Here's the first one, Sandtaker. Now when they come around, they do an AoE. We don't want them walking around with the AoE. It's going to damage a lot of people. So I use Falcia. I absolutely love her. I think she's great. She knocks off a massive amount of DPS in really short order. You can get her down relatively quickly, and her ultimate's quick to build up as well. So I think she's absolutely fantastic for this, to be honest. There we go. So that's her being used. She's got a little bit of a range. She's got enough range to stay out of their AoE. Okay, so she can get them down before that timer runs out. Okay, so there we go. Falcia. She's my first call out for the Sandtakers. There we go. Next one's a bit more tricky. So occasionally you can get an elite mob come through. Okay, so you'll see them when you look on the map. You'll see them have that gold bar around them. So they're more elite orientated and they take a lot more damage to actually get done. We can see we're doing 100k on there and only just tickling it. So I've gone for a tank and a fighter up behind him, and then a healer, at least on the first run through. Depending on how strong you feel, you may or may not require all of that combination. And then once the ultimate's built up on the fighter, you can quite easily get rid of them. But there's no way to know where they're coming from beforehand, so it does make it a little more tricky for you. Now once you've done them once, now assuming you're on level 1 or 2, you know where they're coming from. Again, that's going to make your life a lot easier, because you can just wait for the ultimate to build up, and then you can just tick off the ultimate as soon as they appear, and there you go, you are good to go before their timer runs out. So that's a possibility for you as well, but you can keep the healer in there should you think you require them. But if you think you're strong enough to do, like we've got here, ultimate's built up, when they come through, we don't need the healer. We can just blitz our way straight through it without any issues whatsoever, okay? And that's the elite mobs. Remember, when you're looking through, they'll have that little gold banner around them, okay? Right, next up, healing flyers. So we can use any of the fighters. We went over this the other day, didn't we? Fighters that can hit airborne units. So here's Arrogance. Arrogance can do this quite nicely for us, quite happily. No great shakes using him at all. There we go. We've pretty much got the mob down before it even starts, and certainly before it gets anywhere. Now the only issue with that is I would rather use a fighter with a manual ultimate. So here I've swapped over and got Helga up, and now she's got a full rage bar, so I can time that much better, and just as soon as they arrive, boom, click on the ultimate and we can smash through that. It makes your life a little bit easier, okay? So but choose any from that list, because they were all fighters that hit airborne units on both their basic attack and their ultimate. Okay, so there we go. There's Helga there. We can just trigger off her ultimate and we can fire that through. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Quick as you like. There she is. She's killed them all. There we go. Plenty of ultimate left, and that will build up plenty of time for next time round. Now the next one's a bit more tricky. I've heard other people, these are the self-destruct mobs, okay? So they come around, hit you like the bombs from Guild Wars. They come around, hit you, blow up, and that's it. Now I've seen people using tanks for it. So I think you can use any tank that's got sort of an unyielding, or any tank that's tanky enough and comes with a healer. Now she's hit the unyielding state there, which is fine because it's on a 45-second cooldown, so it would cool down around in time for the next one to come around. But you will need to heal her up, because otherwise she'd have no health left and the next one would put her into unyielding, the one after that would kill her. So there is that sort of thing to sort of watch out for as well. So there you go, you see she's got no healer there this time, and her health is really low. So you can use a tank or a defender, it's just not, I know it's not my preference of way to do it, to be honest. So we let this one run forward. We just see now that the mobs will come out, and she'll eventually die from the incoming damage from them. She hasn't got enough health to actually take a couple of hits, or take a hit and then build herself back up. So she's almost at the unyielding state now. It's only going to take one to blow up at her, and that will put her at unyielding, and then she's going to actually die from it anyway. So it's not great, and then the mob can walk around. So it's not fantastic. I'm a big fan of Desimus. I absolutely love him. I would argue possibly the best 3-star hero in the game. Possibly. I'm sure other people put others in there that they think are great, but for me, Desimus absolutely fantastic. Okay, so it's only 17 cost. We just wait until we've done the round. It will go congratulations, next stage, and then we'll move on to it. We can now see up here, this is where they're going to come from, so we can put our Desimus up there. Okay, and we can wait until they're already there, and then we can wait until their bar's almost depleted. Okay, now what happens is when you get Desimus, you'll place him down, and then he will blow up, and he hits that unyielding state. You see he's in that unyielding state there. Now he would stay there for 8 seconds. If you're summoning and you've got a new account, he is a 3-star hero. You put him up to, I think it's promotion 4, where he gets Defiance, which is the skill that you require that makes him go unyielding. And then you fully max up that skill, and there you go, he'll go unyielding for 8 seconds. And that's the bit you want from Desimus. That's all you want from him, okay? So if you've got a new account and you're pulling, then look out for him. And also look at this time. Okay, this respawn time is next to nothing. It's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so another thing to bear in mind with Desimus, big fan of Desimus, absolutely great. He can be used a lot of places. Now, do we recognise these mobs from Gear Dungeon 2, isn't it? Now, they do the same thing here. If we do not get on top of them quick, then they will start dividing up. Okay, so when they first spawn, you'll get 2 of them. Okay, now if you don't get on these fast enough, they will then split, and you'll get 4 of them. And when they start walking, they jump up and split again, and then you'll have 8 of them walking around. Okay, so make sure wherever you see these, get on top of them quickly. Again, going back to our Guildfalcia, she's absolutely fantastic. She's going to put down a lot of DPS for us. Okay, and kill these off for us. There we go, gone. She is fantastic for this. Okay, but do bear in mind, if you don't get on top of these quickly enough, they will just double up and keep doubling up for us. Okay, and that would be a nightmare for us. So there you go, that's my run through on a couple of the common ones I've seen. If I've missed any, I think I didn't find any archers. A quick one on the archers, they've only got a range, I think, of 2, maybe 3 tiles. So if you've got a longer range fighter, then you can quite easily stay out of range and target them as well. Okay, so I think I've missed the archers, but that's how I've done them in the past. I just haven't got any to do on this video. Okay, sorry about that. Now, if there's any others I've missed, put them down in the comments below. If you've got any other strategies you think are worth mentioning, please put them in the comments below. Thank you very much for your time. I'll see you all in a video again soon. Cheers, goodbye.